DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Tonight, we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season with a good Monday nighter between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Jake Camarda, set to do the honors, and off we go now from Tampa. From the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's got some space here. That one 28 yards on the ground.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisions something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Off of play action, Hill. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Hill now operating from the red zone. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably count.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. On play action, now Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll give to Kamara here on the option. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as...
And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Slot man moves right. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Pulls it in at the 13. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So
a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. On play action, they'll throw. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Play action, now it's Brady. Slant route to Miller. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. The Buccaneers add 8-3 now. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa. Brady's throw there complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Running left, Coleman on the toss. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now a play fake. Brady. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson, 82 yards. And the Saints have regained the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Here's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. 64 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead is now 14-10. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
I do know from experience that if you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Not the result they were looking for there on third down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. It's Chris Harris with a pick. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. Michael Thomas, 31 yards. And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Now Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. Now Brady. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
From midfield, here's Brady. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Shotgun now for Brady. Flush to his right. This is a diving effort by Evans. What a catch. A good pickup there at 22.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Throwing on first down is Brady. Forced out to his left. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tevin Coleman, 27 yards. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point put through by Succop. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. And now look at him go. The 30. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 79 yards. And the Saints have yet again retaken the lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
On 2nd and 9, Brady flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. This is Miller, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, Brady eluding the pressure right. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, the tide definitely seems to be turning in this third quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
Following the fumble recovery, Hill. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Joe Tryon, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Hill. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive. Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Brady going to go on 4th down. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. A 10th carry for Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down and 4, Hill looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Saints get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. And now here's another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback...
He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Hill on 1st down. Flush to his right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now Hill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Kamara is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Hill. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. That throw by Brady incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
And my goodness, another interception. P.J. Williams with a pick, and the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and...
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas. 42 yards. And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
7 yards there and a first down. They will run again with Coleman. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd down and 3. On the counter, here's Coleman. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I have to admit to a little bit of surprise on that play call. Short yardage, and they try to go wide. They got spilled for their efforts.
Now Brady got to have this one. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now he'll throw with Brady. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead now down to 20. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for New Orleans, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.